Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. They were going to have the players meeting, but we're going right back into the third annual Steinway Classic 2014. I'm Upstate Al. I'm going to be joined in the booth by the one and only, the legendary Devil Dave Ascalise. And the match we're going to call is this one right here, Mike Davis versus George Rodriguez, who Sean Wilkie just moved over to the B side. It's a race to 9 on both sides, the A side and the B side. Before we proceed, we got to thank a few of our sponsors. Of course, Lacassi Hybrid, Lacassi Custom Cues. We want to thank them for jumping on board with Upstate Al and AZB TV. Gotham City Technologies, your IT guy to go to if you have any problems with your computer software or your computers in general, or you want to set up a networking, websites, host a website. Gotham City Technologies. Also, FA Clothing Line, Brian Russell and his young son Jonathan that are always on scene. Alongside azbilliards.com, the world's largest pool and billiards website. That's azbilliards.com. Anything and everything you want to learn about pool or know what's going on in your general area or abroad, azbilliards.com. Simona's Cloth, Aramis Balls. The Kings of Vapor. And not only the Kings of Vapor are sponsors of Upstate Al as I'm on the road, they also just opened a pool room in Ohio. It's called the Kings of Billiards. The Tap League, the best amateur league in North America, along with live stream news from Facebook. If you have Facebook accessibility, go over to the live, search out the live stream news. That's the logo you see, and it's all about posting live streams. We want to thank our hosts for this event. Steinway Billiards Cafe here in Astoria, Queens, New York on Steinway Street in the metropolitan area. It's a great room. If you've never been here, this is the place to show up. And please keep in mind, there will be a free live stream from Snookers April 30th through September 1st. If you want to play in this event, get in touch with one of the 3 tour directors that are putting this together. The Predator Tour, Ride the 9 Tour, the New England Tour run by Mark Dion, $2,000 added for the ABCD and $3,000 added for the Open Pro. Upstate Al, AZB TV, and NYC Grind will be on scene to bring you that free live stream. We'd like to welcome Devil Dave Ascalise, the legendary, into the booth.
Hey, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you, this is, if you love pool, this is the place to be. It is the most exclusive, high-end, magnificent pool room in the world. It is high-end. Everybody and his brother is here. It is wall-to-wall people, including all the local champions like Diana Snooky Rojas, who you heard earlier, one of the great New York City 9-ball champions.
Okay, both players are electing to lag for the break, so we're going to sweat this right now.
Here we go. Here's the lag. 2 great players. This is a pick'em if you ever want to see one.
And I'm going to pan down just a little bit so I can show you the beautiful trophies. There they are. The trophies are right up front, right in front of Aaron McManus, who just took some pictures. They're the trophies that are sitting in front of there. I can tell you the first place prize, if they win this tournament, is $4,000. And the players' auction money is $4,500. So it's a total of $8,500 for first place. How do you like it now? And there's a breakdown. NYC Grind will post them up on nycgrind.com. Mike Davis wins the leg, and he's going to get the first break here.
Yeah, these are 2 of the toughest players on the East Coast, and they are evenly matched. They are true champions in their own right. George Rodriguez, a legend in the New York area, and Mike Davis, a wonderful top-notch professional player. I am Devil Dave Ascalise, and what an honor and a privilege it is to be here. Thank you so much, all of you wonderful fans out there. And this is the place to be. And here we go, the opening break, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike Davis set the break game 1. Call shot, call safety. 10-ball and the 7-ball find themselves right into the pockets along with the 3. What a beautiful break. A clear shot on the 1-ball. Mike Davis. Wow. They call him Iron Mike.
It's a monster break.
And what a wonderful run out. This has all of the earmarks of a wonderful run out. No balls in trouble, and everything is opened up. Here we go, 2 top champions. Hit that real well.
Again, as you said, no real troubles here. Just got to swing this cue ball around, make this position for the 4.
Absolutely, and thank you so much. We have Diana Snooky Rojas joining us, a wonderful personal friend of Devil Dave and a champion local 9-ball player in her own right. Thank you so much, Diana Snooky Rojas, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, honey.
Okay, we're just standing by awaiting Mike Davis planning out his plan of attack right here. He's on the 4 ball. He's going to go 1 rail back up for the 5.
Yeah, that looks the best right now. That's what I like to do. Back off, draw, back off 1 rail behind the 5. Should be fine. Or if he has the angle, he could just float up. Got 2 choices here. Let's see what he chooses to do.
Float up and take the long shot on him?
Right.
He's going to wind up going too far down.
I know. I like drawing it off that rail like you said, but we'll see. You know, it's comfortability, whatever he feels comfortable with. Wow.
Hey, you guys sound like you're in stereo. You sure you guys don't work a band at night? Well, you know what? This, they're 4.5-inch pockets, special shim pockets for the championship table. The rest of the tables are 4 3/4.
Right.
So you got to hit them in. They're not pro cut, but you still got to hit them in.
He just jammed it, and it was just a poor choice of which way he wanted to go. That was just a jam shot. All right, George is in pretty good shape here, and I don't see any problems.
You see the back of George's shirt? That's Gotham City Billiard Club in Brooklyn, New York, on Avenue U. In fact, the owner was here and came by and said hello to the booth. Kevin Buckley and Isabel, the owners down there. What a great room that is. All diamond equipment, all the tables, all the lights. Perfect setting for somebody that wants to become even more professional with the diamond pro cut tables. That's the pool room really you want to visit also. Gotham City Billiard Club.
Yes, and some of the best home-cooked food by my friend Isabel. Thank you so much.
All players in this year's Straight Pro Championships, if you have not paid your entry fee, or if you owe us any money of any kind, you must pay it before the players' meeting starts in approximately 7 minutes. Please see Cindy Lee in the back corner by tournament charts. Players, if you've not paid your entry fee, you know who you are. Please don't make me hunt you down. Go to the corner, see Cindy, and take care of it. Thank you. We're starting players meeting in 6-7 minutes.
That's Charlie Williams in the background. We're going to see if we can load the audio on that microphone or just take the microphone away. We know Charlie likes to hear his own voice.
Yes, in stereo quadruple, but we're going to try to adjust that so you can have a little more of a lower tone.
Not that they like to hear our voices out there on the air, but at least we can lower that boom
Hey, what do you mean?
mic. Well, that's a different voice.
We're pleasant.
That's right.
Okay, I'm pleasant. No.
Yes, you are. Pat yourself on the back because I like it.
All right.
All right, George Rodriguez leads 1-0 here. Of course, you see the Simonis and the Aramith banner right down there in front of you. Big supporters of us while we're on the road.
Yes, and George getting ready to break. And Diana, George has a monster break. Can you please? Yes, and we're going to Diana and I are going to, first, very important, thank you so much, Jerry Forsythe, owner of azbilliards.tv. Jerry, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, without Jerry Forsythe, there is no Upstate Al or Devil Dave. Thank you so much, Jerry Forsythe, owner of azbilliards.tv, and we love you, and it's an honor and a pleasure to work for you, Jerry. Thank you so much. And, of course, Bob Enslow, senior monitor in the chat room, which is not here tonight, as this is a pay-per-view. Okay, here's
So
Mike Davis. Go ahead, sir.
You were gonna ask me something about George's break.
Yes. Yes, what do you think on a scale of like 1 to 10? How do you, Diana Snooky Rollhorse, rate George's break?
Wow. George has got a good break. I do believe that he took a little off of what he's capable of,
Okay.
especially towards the end of that last match with Sean,
Okay.
because his most powerful break wasn't producing a ball on the break, and when
Okay.
he did take it back a notch, he was able to successfully pocket a ball and had a favorable layout. So,
Okay.
so you know, he's got a strong break, but of course, being that they've just changed the cloth, it's a different cloth, and well, just whatever it may be at the moment, that break didn't work for him at the moment. But he does have
Alrighty.
a pretty good consistent break. I'd give it about 7.
All right, thank you so much, Diana Ross. And ladies and gentlemen, I have the absolute honor who just sat in with us, the President, main man, CEO, your man in New York City, NYC Grind, Jerry. Thank you so much for stopping in, Jerry.
Yeah, awesome. It's a pleasure to be here with you, Devil, and
Thank
of course you, Snooky. And, you know, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun here, watching a lot of really great players play. And it's
Yes.
just a lot of fun. I'm having a great time.
Sure, and thank you so much for co-producing this with azbilliards.tv. We really appreciate you coming on board, and thank you so much. Now, Snooky, what do you think? Safety here? Okay, all right. I thought so, but all righty.
Yeah, but he unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That-
You know, I thought he was gonna.
Yeah.
I really thought he was gonna bump into it and leave him not a
Yeah.
a dead shot, but leave him the ball.
Yeah.
You're right. If he did bump that 9 where the cue ball would have had that shot on the 1, he would have had a shot on the 1. He would have had a tough try to position. But,
right.
yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah.
right now, the way it lays, that was an absolutely
Killer.
spectacular
Killer
shot
Yeah.
by George. And, you know, he has to come out of the gate strong in this
Yes.
match. I really believe that Mike Davis is a killer. He's a grinder. He's playing great in the event.
Right.
And he's hungry, certainly.
Jerry, I thought Mike had retired from pool.
Wow, what a great shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
What a great shot.
Yes, can you shed a little light on that? We had heard Mike had retired from pool. Do you know anything about that? Please enlighten
Yeah,
the
no,
folks
I
in here.
do actually.
ahead.
Mike did pull back from pool. I'm not going to say like an official retirement,
Okay.
but he certainly did pull back from pool, and he focused on, you know, trying to get it like a full-time job. And
Okay.
I don't know exactly what he did, but I do know for a fact that he had tried that, and he felt like his, you know, unique skills and abilities
Exactly.
were a little bit out of line, you know,
Sure.
with that
Sure.
role.
Yeah.
So he found himself just, you know, getting back into the game of pool, which is
Right.
a game he loves. And, you know, I don't know if he's able to continue to do that
Right.
full time without any other
Right.
supplemental income. I'm
Yes.
not really sure. But I
Okay.
do know that he redecided to recommit himself back into the game.
Okay.
But to what capacity,
Right.
I'm not really 100%.
Okay, well, thank you so much for enlightening us, Jerry, on that matter, because don't forget, when you go for a senior top position and you tell, and they ask for your qualifications, and you tell them, well, I haven't missed a 9-ball in 6 months, that doesn't impress people out on the outside world too much. So we understand. Thanks for breaking that down, Jerry.
Yeah, no question. And, you know, the reality is Mike is just a great guy.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he's a great pool player. There's no question about that. He's a consummate professional.
Yes.
And I think that, you know, the USA is grateful. Like, you know, the USA pool scene is grateful
Right.
to have Mike Davis to be a part of
Yes,
it, because
yes.
he really is a good guy. And I believe that he does really bring a lot of value to the game, mainly because of his ability to focus And while some people may say he has, an unorthodox style
Right.
of game, and he certainly does almost have like a seesaw motion in his stroke.
Thank
I mean,
you.
he really does play the game extremely well. And while he's, his style is unique, Mike really brings a lot to the game of pool, in my
Thank
opinion.
you. Jerry, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, Devil Dave has to do some technical updates on the computer. Going to step out 1 second to adjust that computer that's sitting over there.
Okay.
Please, Snooky and Jerry, take my place for a little while. Thank you so
All right,
much.
we got
All
it.
right.
Thank you,
All right.
Dave.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, Jerry. It's just me and you.
So George is up 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the feature table right now, watching the feature table. This is a capacity crowd, and everyone's into it. The last match was a heartbreaker for a lot of people. George is a house pro here at Steinway Billiards, and he's a fan favorite. And while a lot of people figured him to be an underdog against, all these great champions, George has really stepped up, and, I'm very impressed watching him playing right now. He's focusing. You can see him in the chair right now. He just can't wait to get back on the table.
Right, I agree with you. He did. I was sitting here and I was telling the fellas, because George is a home room favorite, and but Sean being my Luke's teammate, not just because of that I wanted to see him do well as well, but he is in fact a friend of mine also.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm proud to see both of them come this far in the tournament, and I wish them both the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. I mean, you really put those words together well. You put that together really well. And, you couldn't take anything away from Sean Wilkie no matter what. He played great. He earned that win.
Absolutely. And George, he's got a lot of fight in him, so he just suffered a loss, with that last match, but he still remains calm and remains confident and still positive. So, a big mistake was already in the first rack where both Devil and Al thought that the layout, he broke in several balls on the break and had a nice layout, and so they thought this is a great run out, no issues there. And then Mike did in fact make a mistake. George, of course, capitalized on it and took the first win of the match.
Okay. Well, right here, this is a little bit of a tricky shot. I'm not sure if he has enough to bank it, but I believe he's going to bank it. If he doesn't have enough, he's going to play it safe here, but let's see. Yeah, he's going to play safe. I don't believe he had enough to bank it.
Right. But, he didn't put it behind, but he definitely put it in a tricky spot. He doesn't have a pocket to pocket that ball.
No, definitely.
And he's, the balls are too stuck together for him to try to play a safe and leave him on the 7, so.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of distance to be able to, roll the cue.
Right.
And try to, freeze it against the 7. Just so much distance there. It's real tricky. And if you were to leak it out, that could be disaster.
Right.
So, yeah, I wouldn't actually go for that shot here because that's real tricky.
It is real tricky. But
Wow.
that, moving the rock around, was pretty good.
That was a great shot. Really a great shot. Mike Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
Went further than he'd like to, and he knew that it was going to. He shot it that soft because he hoped to tie it up with the 8 there. Left him a steep angle, but I think he's already looking at that corner pocket. So.
Yeah, he's looking at the corner pocket, and I believe he's gonna
just go back and forth.
Yeah, I think he's gonna look to go back and forth. But what I actually think he's gonna try to do is play the 6 in the bottom left corner pocket. So he's gonna look to come 1, 2, and potentially
wide.
3, or almost to that 3 to see shoot the 6 straight in. I don't think he's gonna go for the combo. Wow.
Wow. And he
Wait,
did
what?
do what you said, to go 1, 2 wide back towards the the 6 in opposite corner.
Well, right here, this is a huge opportunity for George. He won the first game, and it's so important for him to really put the pressure on early on. So this is a great opportunity. Let's see what he's got.
Did you get to watch a lot of that match prior to this with Sean Wilkins?
Yeah, actually I did. I saw the final moments. I saw the jump shot. And, yeah, I mean, you just can't take anything away from either players. I mean, the only one real mistake that George made, I believe, in the game prior to that was he made the 6 and he saved himself on the 7.
Yes, he. What
yeah.
it is he got a little too straight on the 5, and was able to use 2 rails and come out. I knew that he was going to end up long, but he ended up long and almost straight, or pretty much straight. So what he did try to do is dig a little with the cue ball and try to pop it off the rail, and unfortunately he kind of just popped it into a dead stop, leaving him the 7 to be kicked at. Wow, I just missed that kick there. Of course, George will say thank you very much and take that ball in hand. Looks like he's getting what he wants, obviously, to have a lead right off the bat.
Yeah, George he's definitely in the position that he wants right now. Out of the gate looking strong. He has ball in hand with 3 balls left. He should be able to finish this out and take a 2-0 lead. He's raced at 9. Shortly you hear Charlie Williams in the background on the mic. And shortly here at Steinway Billiards, Charlie and Dragon Promotions is going to be holding a players meeting for the World Tournament, which is a really unbelievable straight pool event, which is going to feature professional pool players from all around the world playing a game of straight pool. So I'm really excited about that. I'm a lover of straight pool, so I love it.
That's going to be great. It's been great the last couple of years to see these events here and see everyone come together. You know what I mean? The fans, the people online, people sharing stories about it days and even weeks after.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
People still coming in, and they're still crowding in here. If anyone still lives in the area, you can still come down. There's plenty of pool left. You can come hang out. There's probably be a lot going on even after the tournament tonight. And food is great here. Company, people, everybody.
There is a buzz in New York City right now. Pool is hot. People are enjoying it. You have people who haven't. There are people who are here who I haven't seen in a very long time. And they're like, Jerry, I'm loving what's going on right now, and I was motivated to kind of knock the rust off of my elbow and start playing again.
Yeah,
there are people that are coming and back in the game. I love it.
I've heard of several people, that, and we'll probably see more this week coming. Where we're going to see them come in and say, hey, just because they know the event is going on and they enjoy pool even though they're not playing. But I've heard a couple of people say, I want to get back into this, and I've been missing out, so it's great.
Yeah, I agree.
We're just roping them back in.
Yeah, one by one.
See Charlie Williams reading off the names of all the players that are participating in the World Straight Pool.
By the way, on Wednesday evening, they're going to have the banquet for the Hall of Fame, the Straight Pool Hall of Fame. And the 2014 inductees are Jim Rempe, King James, and the Sailor. So I'm really excited about it. Two really great players, advocates of straight pool. So, wow.
Did you
there's a lot going on.
Did you put together a video this year too?
Yeah, I'm actually putting together a video. I'm not finished with it
Okay.
yet. It's definitely crunch time.
Okay.
Um,
Well, you
but
did so well with the jeans and last year, so
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You put me at a halt. As a matter of fact, there was a little tournament going on at the time when all that was going on in the back of the room, and like I had to stop.
Oh, that's
You know.
awesome, Stucky.
Thank
you for doing that. Actually,
I did know Gene, and I mean, I did. You spend more time with him than I did. Jeanette spent more time with him than I did, but I knew him, and he was an intricate fella, but he was very knowledgeable and always willing to help.
And he will go down in history as one of the greatest straight pool players to
By
ever play
far.
the game. Yeah, he was just straight will.
By far.
Yeah. Right now we have Upstate Al about to get back into the booth, ladies and gentlemen. I
Still
just wanna-
alive.
Get in
yeah.
the box.
Rocking and rolling, baby. We're all over this place. Let me tell you, there's a lot of action here. They're going to have the players meeting for the 14.1. They elected to turn the volume down low so they wouldn't disturb the pay-per-view, which is really kind of Charlie and Dragon Promotions and Steinway. We want you guys to enjoy every second of it.
Yeah, absolutely, Al. Let me just take the reins for a second. I just want to let you know that I really appreciate the work that you've been putting into this event.
Man.
Seriously.
Let me
Just
take
that
you on
in
a
for a
serious.
second, okay?
I take that in. I appreciate that.
Okay.
But let me take the reins now. You don't have any clue that we've been following you around with the robotic cam throughout this whole pay-per-view to let
We
people
got you on camera. We
to let the people know what
Snooping
Jerry T and
around.
Allison are doing. Allison's sitting against the wall. We get her every once in a while, but we've been watching you around the whole room so you can have footage of yourself more than what you actually have. So we appreciate what
Well, it's
you're
a lot
doing.
of it's a
so
lot of
let
fun.
that be known.
All right, but it's a lot of fun, and that's one of the reasons why I really like this joint venture, this co-production between AZ Billiards, AZ BTV, and NYC Grind, because
along with Predator Pro-Am Tour
Yeah,
now, too. Yeah,
that's
jumping
right.
on board. Absolutely.
That's right, and it's a really great thing because two minds are better than one, and I'm really a big advocate in
Yes.
the right people getting together, collaborate to help bring new eyes and new interest to the sport of pool. And I believe that the whole pool scene, the pool world is better off for it. So big kudos to you and your team, and
also you and
we're working
yours.
really hard out here for the betterment of the game. It's really all about the players in the game. Mike Davis
On the
closes the
board.
gap 2-1.
And
Puts
on
up
the board
his first game,
officially.
baby. We have a ball game here. We have a game.
Again, we cannot do this event without our sponsors. And first and foremost, I'd like to acknowledge our
And these are some of the players that you see in this tournament and other players that are playing in the 14.1. Dr. Michael Fedak is on premises, and they're starting the players meeting.
On that note, guys, I'm going to have to jump out of the box for a moment because I'm going to have to be involved and film a little bit of the players meeting.
Absolutely.
All right,
So
sweet,
I
Jerry. Get over
appreciate
there.
you
Do
guys
your thing,
having
man.
me. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and I'm really enjoying this event, and I hope to have an opportunity to stop by the booth a little later on.
Sweet, absolutely.
All right,
No
thanks, guys.
invite.
Love you all. Thank you.
All right, there you go, Jerry T of it. Jerry T of NYC Grind on the scene. Give me a second to switch mics here.
reviews from all the players on the clock so far. And we also used this clock at the 2011 World Straight Tour Championships. Where Dorset Hall won that tournament with 6 consecutive 100-ball runs. So we're anticipating some great execution this week in this clock. Thank you to Andy.
Powerful break.
Also recognize our co-sponsors, Community Brand, Community Coffee, and Community Tips. Our official cue is OBQ.
And he did make a ball. He did make a ball on the break, and he does see the one. He's just gonna probably play safe.
We have AZB TV covering the live pay-per-view stream daily, roughly about 10 hours a day for the next 6 days. RealRealCool.com. I'd like to also recognize the NAPL.
Mike Davis just looking to play safe and duck the cue ball down table.
Actually, I think he's gonna leave it up top. Yeah,
Oh, that's when he tried to stick him behind the 6.
yeah. He left him a shot though.
Yeah. He did,
left
but
him a shot.
not really a gimme, but a
No,
shot.
no, it's not a gimme, but he didn't save him, like officially save him.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty hard to glue that cue ball to the 6 ball.
George Beckman Sculptures, and last but not least, Dr. Great Deal, or Dr. Great Deal Plastic Surgery. Thanks to all the sponsors of this year's World Tournament.
All right, he did go for the cut and failed to make the ball. And Mike does see the 1, but again, doesn't have a makeable shot. Unless he completely got aggressive and tried to bank it, but that's not going to. I seriously doubt
If he wants to
tried.
get aggressive, he can back cut this right into that
Well-
bottom right-hand corner.
Well, that's seriously aggressive, but I'm thinking the bank back up top to the top left corner.
He knows
if he
he's gonna,
wanted to.
he's
that.
going to turn that cue ball loose if he's
Yeah,
going to attempt that. You know?
absolutely.
Yeah,
And he's got to think about position, but he can give this back, which he just
did.
did. Yeah,
I like playing safe behind the 10. This is a feasible shot.
I like that too.
The only thing is here, the 1 has a possible. Well, George is going behind the 10, but you got to watch the 1 doesn't deflect into the side pocket.
He's left him a shot, and well, does he have the angle, the right angle to get up to the 3? He's going to take a peek at that right now. See, can he get up there?
Did you did you guys introduce yourself to everybody?
I think they know who I am by now.
Oh, some people that are listen, there's some people that
No,
are tuned in
you're-
from Russia and Germany and Ireland and England that just might not know that we have the original Snooki in the booth with us.
I think Dave might have said my name a few times.
Okay, good, good.
So,
Ron Mason of Rapid City Technologies.
so you can just punch this in. Try to avoid bumping anything on the way up. Oh, he went behind.
Good job.
Tricky. I like how I mean, it turned out well for him, but
Got the
that-
perfect angle to get down
very
in for the
tricky
four.
to avoid that 9 because he could have easily bumped that 9.
Iron Mike Davis.
By Charles Dean's Photography, our professional photographer of West Springfield, for how many years in a row now? 4 years in a row, 5 years in a row. I've been there for a while. He did a great job. He wasn't fortunate as a group picture. Okay, and the sponsors of that for this year's Semi-Pro World Tournament. We got John King. Looking here for the first time with the GP.
Well, Snook, I'll tell you what, this has been a great tournament. Not that it's coming to an end anytime soon, but the next one lined up is the Andy Cloth 14.1 World Tournament. And if you guys would like to purchase that pay-per-view, all proceeds are going to Dragon Promotions, upstate out of AZB TV. Myself, I do not make a single red cent off of that, so this is going to Steinway. The other one goes to Dragon Promotions. Hopefully put back into the pot for the players.
Well, we appreciate everything they do.
Thank you.
Now for 9 years. And this is my 8th year. I just want to go over the rules with the players so you understand.
I think they might have jacked up that mic a little.
That's John Lehman. He likes to sing out the rules.
You're quite the comedian today.
He does.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm familiar with
As he
him.
calls out the rule. Yeah, and
There also is the old rule of 2 times to a rail. 3rd time you must go to another rail. We are playing all ball fouls.
Forgive us at home if you hear
There's a 15-point
the meeting going on in the
Well,
background.
if it's bothering anybody, we can actually crank it down a little
That's
bit,
it live.
and then we can bring it back up.
One hand in the kitchen if the cue ball is off the table.
Now, Snook, you're going to hear him,
Or
but
forcing his opponent
going out might not hear him too loud right now.
an opening break shot.
We do not have a chat room open on our side. We elected not to so that we can focus more on the match at hand.
I was asked about that a few times from
Yeah.
people.
I actually provided a chat room via the interface, but we don't want to open one on this end.
Right.
I'd rather have everybody concentrate on the match at hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
includes bumping a cue ball that is about to scratch with the butt of your cue to keep it on the table.
You know, it's nice to see Mike Davis back in the swing of pool.
Yeah, we were discussing how he was taking a somewhat of a retirement, or was
Took a job on.
took a job on and joined the workforce for a while. But we're glad to see him back. If this is really what he wants, you know, he's obviously doing it well. Definitely playing this tournament very, very well.
Yeah, just to get to this point.
Yeah, he's had a great tournament.
64 professional strong players in this tournament, and here we are down to the final, what, 5 or final 4 or something?
So either way.
Well, I'm sorry, we got Dennis Hatch in the wings still waiting.
Oh yeah, that's true. So either way, we wish him the best if he decides to continue with that venture. At the moment, he's obviously doing well in playing pool. And
ties this match.
Matchup.
Well, you know, we got Dennis Hatch waiting in the wings, so the winner of this plays Dennis Hatch, and then the winner of that will play Warren Kempko for the hot seat.
There will be a number of balls that must be played at a certain time within the match.
We're missing a ball.
We are?
Yeah.
Which one?
Good question.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Missing the 8 ball.
8 ball.
Combination score between both opponents at
Maybe.
the 45-minute mark.
Perhaps. No.
When we go to 150 balls.
Oh, they're missing the 1 or the 9?
Fell in the basket.
You must have 150 balls down between both opponents.
The players' meeting, I believe, is taking place. There you see John Lehman standing up there with the microphone.
3-hour match at the hour and a half mark, you must be at 200 balls. So basically, you must be halfway through the match and have half of the balls between two players down before a shot clock will be put on the table. You're allowed 1 5-minute break during the round-robin matches, 2 5-minute breaks during the 150-point games, and 3 5-minute breaks on a 200-point game. You must take the break on your turn. You cannot leave the table while your opponent is at the table. When a player is on 2 fouls, you must tell the player as they are approaching the table for
Okay, he made the 9 on the break.
that they are on 2 fouls.
Sees the 1, has no shot into a pocket, unless he feels like being aggressive and banking that ball over, where the 6 is in the side pocket.
You can if you wish to be friendly, but you must tell them officially as they are approaching the table for their shot that they are on 2 fouls. If you do not tell them as they are approaching the table, they remain on 2 fouls and you don't get them on 3. No jump cues are allowed. There is a 15-minute grace period to be at your table. That does not mean that when your matches are called, you can walk around for 15 minutes and waste time and go to the table. That means that you're having a problem getting to the room or something else, and you're not here. You have 15 minutes to get here. But if you're in the
Okay, he
room,
decided
you
to
must
play
be
safe.
to your table immediately upon the time your matches are played.
He can obviously kick this ball, but we'll have to see what he chooses to do. Play a calculated kick somewhere, or maybe even be aggressive and try to kick it into the 6. Again, 6 hanging in the side pocket practically. Might want to feel a little more aggressive and try to do that.
I think that's a very good call, Diana.
Welcome back, Dave.
Hey, how are you? Yes, I had to do some technical things on the computer, and we're back. Thank you so much, David Devil Dave Ascaris. Okay, he left a very difficult shot, didn't he, Snooki?
Does anybody have any questions?
Yes.
Can you please update Dave on the score, Diana?
It is 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
2-2.
All righty.
We're going to turn the microphone off here in a second out of respect for the match that's going on here, but we are going to do the Calcutta. The first ever Royal Straightforward Calcutta player option to see how it goes. Stu, is that right? Is the first you heard of? Stu McCann says this first trade pool Calcutta, so that must be the first one. Okay, so we're going to turn the mic off in a second. If you want to be part of the player option, come on to this side of the room.
Tried to play his safety here. Cue ball got away from him a little bit, leaving George a open shot.
Maybe something we're doing every year is behind entertaining these kids. Okay, right, thank you.
Wow, he just won't get that bump. Unfortunately, he didn't bump that enough out of the way. He's taking a peek at it now. He might have to massage a little.
Right.
Just curve this around that ball. I mean, the good thing is it's very close to the side to the pocket.
Yes.
So he can probably get that. Oh.
Wow.
George can't believe that just happened.
No,
Yes.
I can't believe that just
Me,
happened.
I'm devastated.
I really
yeah.
thought he was going to jack up just ever so
Right,
slightly
yeah,
and
yes.
give it a little zhuzh.
Yeah, well, it just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, that's what makes this game so fantastic. You know, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes, and that's what makes this a wonderful sport exciting. Here we go. Mike, ball in hand.
Yeah, George didn't like that, I'm sure.
No.
You can't believe it. He's just sitting over there like.
Mike has a complete open table here with no balls and trouble. And he got a little bit out of the line here, but nothing he can't handle.
This match is playing quite deliberately. You know, they're taking their time. And, well, Mike, I know, likes to take his time. Like, George usually plays a little quicker, but even him, I see that he's taking a little more of his time.
Right.
I'm sure that has to do with last match as well, where it just slipped away from him. So now he wants to, you know, assure himself when he's at the table. But
I'll tell you what it's all about. This is a B-side match, and the loser's going to be eliminated.
right, that's what
so
I mean.
it's time to settle in and think of that extra few seconds.
Yes.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
and trying
Which
to
is
get-
why I'm surprised that too. He didn't. He shot it. You know, he shot them two straight without trying to massage or slightly curve that ball.
Right.
Because any nip at that two was going to pocket that. Was going to pocket the two in the corner. So.
Right.
needs the angle, and he drew it back and got perfect angle to get back.
Wow,
across
what a
for the
shot
eight.
that was! Powerful shot.
And there's the
Great shot.
Jeanette Lee, the beautiful Jeanette Lee, has arrived, and she is up on top of the stage area,
The
sweating the match.
rail.
Yes. The newly inducted, for those of you not aware, into the Hall of Fame, Jeanette Lee, we're very proud of her. Newly inducted recently into the Hall of Fame.
And still being very active.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, he used all of that pocket just now.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Use all of that pocket. Absolutely good call, Diane.
Okay, players, you want your match times. We do have it printed out. Talk to a tournament desk to get your match schedule.
Okay, update the folks, please, Diana or Al. Here we go.
We'll send it right back to the guys out in the truck. 3-2 in favor of Iron Mike Davis. How about these guys? Gotham City Technologies. You just heard them mention also sponsoring the 14.1 World. Ron Mason's IT gang here, and I'm telling you, they can handle just about anything you can throw them as far as computer-wise. So that's the guys to go to.
Absolutely. The best of the best, Al. Good call. Best of the best. Ron Mason, Gotham City. Anything to do with computers, he is the man.
Mike Davis set the break here in Game 6, leads this match at 3-2. 7 ball finds its way right into the side pocket. The 1 trickles near that same side. He's got a shot on it.
I think you could turn that other mic back up.
All right, well, Charlie Williams has elected to stop using the mic for the players' auction.
Yes, thank you,
World
Charlie.
Tournament, so out of respect for this one.
Yes. And in case you're in the area at Steinway Billiards, it is wall-to-wall people, capacity crowd, elegant boom, and luck the 9 ball in, the 10 ball.
Yes,
Luck in it doesn't count.
Unfortunately, it doesn't count as a win.
Yes, absolutely.
Real quick, on the website, if you're looking at the schedule,
I guess
click refresh.
back on the
Click
mic.
refresh on your website, and you'll get the more current version.
I understand next year the 14.1 Worlds here at Steinway is going to be after this instead of combining together, so we don't have any kind of interruptions like this. They both tournament directors. And there's another one of those shots that George just tried, and Mike now misses the 2 ball.
Wow.
Would you guys prefer any kind of beverages? Feel free to go up at the counter there and just tell them that you're going to pay them later and just beat the bill and run out the door.
Thank you. Yes, me and Snooky, I'll get the car going, give it 2 toots, and you jump in. We're
Keep
outta
it
here.
warm. Keep the engine
We're
warm.
out of here.
No, I can take care of half of that bar over there. So.
And that lovely
right.
Diana Snooky Rojo.
We always love having Snooki on board.
Absolutely.
She can get us out of jams.
Yes.
And into jellies.
The jelly roll, baby. I and Mike. 1 rail back out for the, George.
George Rodriguez. Back out to the. Are you watching this?
We just cranked this up, and now I got to bring it down again. I feel like it's disturbing the viewing audience, so I'm going to turn down that boom mic that's out there.
All right, he's sitting in pretty good shape here. This is just a follow to come down under for the 5, and he should be fine here. Now he'll play to get close to the bottom rail as possible. This is inside English, coming down off that rail towards the 5. He hit it a little hard, but he got the best of it, as we say in pool. He got the best of it. And every once in a while, that's nice. We all like to get lucky. Alrighty, now he needs to go, he needs to use low right-hand English, come around the table here, because I don't think he can hold this for the 6 ball, so he's going to choose to go around around the world, as we say. I think is the best choice here. The low right-hand English, a lot of spin coming around the table. If he can't hold it, let's see, we'll see. And that's why he's taking his extra time here.
Right.
I don't know how much interest is here. If it doesn't work out, then we might not do it anymore. But we'll start off the contender with Earl Strickland, the house pro here, Steinway.
Okay, let's see which way he chooses to go. Alrighty, that's a pretty smart
Yeah, he went
shot.
the whole natural way, you know.
Yeah, that's a pretty smart shot now.
Right.
Now this is a low left spin 2 rails towards the 8, or he could reverse it. Again, personal choice. I like the low left spin like that, 2 rails towards the 8. Always want to go towards the next ball you're shooting at. It makes it a little easier.
Right.
Now I like to draw and get under that 9 and play the 9 up here.
Well, yeah, I like it.
yeah.
I like what he shot here because it
Yeah.
lets him stroke the shot, stroke
Right.
the 8, and
Yes.
all he's got to do is pop this and draw this down a little, and he's got a nice shot.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Good call, Diana, and he should be fine here. And with the sinking of this ball, Diana, please update the fans.
And there you have it, 3-3.
Yes, this is a nail biter. This is a pick'em, two great players. And the loser, ladies and gentlemen, after this match is going to be heading to the door and into the cab. So this is a real tough, important match.
And the winner will move on to face Dennis Hatch, excuse me, in the next match.
Yes, absolutely. Dennis Hatch, a very fine upstate New York player, now residing in Chicago. Okay, getting ready for the break. It's 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. George getting ready to hammer him.
The hammer.
Oh boy, took a lot off, and which helped him make some balls, and he has a very good shot on the one. So that seemed to work out. As Snooky explained earlier, he's been taking a lot off of his break to make balls.
Right. Well, it's worked in his favor to
Right.
take a little back, at least today.
Right.
So, you know, I expect him to recognize that, which is probably why he continues to do it that way.
Sure, and it's working out fine.
Right.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Last night, Shane had problems with his break.
Yes.
And it was not due to the table. It was due to the fatigue. I had Shane in the booth with me early this morning,
Okay.
and he was explaining that he was in a challenge match, a gambling match, or whatever you want to call it, the night before,
Right.
and he was out kind of late. And as the night wore down last night, you noticed, if you were witnessing the live stream, that Shane's break was not working, and he explained it this morning in case you missed it, that he was very fatigued.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, for Shane, it's is rare because he's usually prepping himself and preparing himself for the match at hand, whether it be in the tournament or not. But I guess
Absolutely, you're right.
it went a little longer
Sure.
than what he would assume it would be. So
Twice, I've been one, Johnny Rock for 200. Okay, so, guys, told Johnny Rock for 150.
Okay, got a little bit out of line here, but it certainly he certainly can handle it. But
look at that shirt, Gotham City Billiard Club
Yeah.
out there, and on Avenue U in Brooklyn. What a beautiful room! I've been there numerous times, and what great hosts they are.
Yes, absolutely.
Kevin and
yes.
Isabella.
Oh, we love Kevin and Isabella. And Isabella can cook with the best of those five-star restaurants. Her pool room has excellent homemade food. Isabella, Devil Dave's ready to move in there just to eat. Thank you, Isabella and Kevin. Two great hosts in our pool world.
And the food is fantastic here, might I say.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, George got a little bit
It is
ill.
also homemade food.
Yes, Isabella is an excellent cook. And like I said, wonderful pool room, wonderful food. Thank you so much, Isabella. And Kevin, two fabulous hosts in our pool world that go far and above most pool room owners, adding a lot of money to the events, and they're wonderful people.
Mike can actually cut this in. The 7 ball's off the rail just enough where he can
Right.
pocket the 7
If
ball.
he, I don't think he's going to try to play safe in any way. I think he's got about an inch off. He's got enough to cut this in.
All right, we'll see.
Well, an aggressive cut, obviously.
Right.
50 going twice.
He
Yeah,
tried it.
he fumbled that one.
Little bit. We're all human. Okay.
Now, if George is safe, he can actually give this back to Mike.
Right.
I don't think he's safe.
Boy, that's close.
It's close, but
Yeah.
I don't think that he is. I think
Yeah.
he's going to take this because
Okay.
all he's got to do is hit it.
Yes.
Just touch it.
There we go. Good call, Diana. Okay. This wound up a little funny. This wound up a little funny. This is not a hanger. He's got to put some spin on that ball or float it down. Okay, float it down. Thank you. All right, these two balls are relatively easy, and with the sinking of these two balls, Diana or Al, please update the fans at home with the sinking of this 10 ball.
The local man, George Rodriguez, swinging it, Daddy.
Yes.
Breaks
has taken the lead again.
Yes. Okay, is it 4-3, Diana?
It is 4-3.
4-3, thank you so much. Alrighty, local man, George the Killer, J. Rod Rodriguez, a personal friend and great player of David Devil Dave Escalise. Was she here for double Dave? Oh, I guess not. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. All right, getting back to pool. I thought she came to pick up double Dave. I'm mistaken there. Okay.
Stop flirting.
I know, I love it. All right, here we go. All right. Everything trying to go, Diana, but
Yeah.
no nickel.
No dime.
Yep.
I think a few players have been having a little trouble with their break,
Right, right.
especially on this particular table.
Did Shane Van Boning, did he win his match by any chance? I got here a little late. No, he didn't. Who beat him, Diana? For the folks at home.
He lost last night, as a matter of fact.
Okay, two.
He lost his first match to Jeremy Sosi,
Okay.
and then he lost to John Mora.
Okay, wow. Well, then again, two great players, so Shane has nothing to be upset about that, playing two great players like that.
But again, like Al said, his break wasn't working to his favor, which is one of his strong suits, obviously.
Yes,
Not just his playing capabilities and pocketing capabilities, but the break, obviously.
Right.
Being the first shot of every game, it's the most important.
Yeah,
To me, the break is the most important thing.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so he went for the one and overcut it, so he didn't make it, and he's left George an excellent opportunity to get back into this table with a possible run out.
Right.
So up and down. He didn't want to hold out a little and try to just creep that ball in. He wanted to shoot it. Now he's got to be careful here because he's got a blocker with that 7 or the 8.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Good call.
he can just punch it and leave it leave the window.
Or come off the rail, right?
Right. He's left the window
Right.
for the 3 in the corner.
Okay.
He could have easily under or overstroked that and ended up either behind the 8 or the 7, but he landed perfectly in the window.
Right. Okay, I think they're looking pretty good. What do you think, Diana?
I think he's looking pretty good.
Snooky, yes, I think they're looking pretty good.
All right, let's clear up. He's the number 2 ranked player in the United States, Mike Deshane. Great player, one of the best young talents in the world.
Yeah, I don't see any problem here, Snooky.
No,
I think
I really
he's
don't.
Yeah.
He's just going to pop this off the rail a little bit, have a
Right.
shot in the side pocket for the 6,
Right.
7 in the opposite side.
Yep.
Well, now he got a little straighter.
Yeah, a little funny.
He
Snooky.
got he didn't get enough
Angle, right.
angle, correct. But he's not in trouble. He's just,
Yeah.
he would have preferred. Wow.
Rushed that a
Wow,
little
see, I
bit.
really
Yeah, he didn't
didn't
get set.
think.
Yeah, rushed that a little bit.
Where's Mike Deshane at? Didn't buy yourself for 75? 75?
Okay, now see, once in a while, even great players do make mistakes.
I did once in a while also. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
I mean, wow, that really surprised me. See, I said he didn't get where he wanted to be.
Right.
and I didn't think that he was in trouble. He just
Yeah.
he did shoot it kind of quick.
Yeah, he rushed it a little bit. Took it for granted. Can't take anything for granted on this table.
It's unfortunate. It does happen
Right.
sometimes. It happens to obviously the best of players.
Oh,
so,
sure,
So
sure.
I don't feel bad when I do it like 3 times a rack.
Right. It happens. It happens. Okay, he's fine here. He'll just come off that rail in back of the 9, no problem. This is what we call a medium power shot. He'll just pop it off that rail with medium speed coming in back of the 9. This is a low pop just like that. And he's fine here. Got a nice little angle and everything to come off the rail.
He's 75 for Danny Garuti. He finished in the quarterfinals, 5th place about 4 or 5 times. Great straight draw player. 75.
And with the sinking of these 2 balls, which we assume he's going to make, Snooky, please update the people at home here, please.
All right, 75.
Oh, yes, should he make this 10 ball, he will tie the match at 4 and 4.
75.
Okay.
Anybody got a hunt for Danny Garuti?
Well, there you go, 4-4
There we go.
in this race to 9.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a match. I love it. The
Oh,
crowd appreciates
absolutely.
it. We
Yes.
appreciate it.
Get
I'm
the popcorn out. Let's do it.
Yes.
Sure
It's exciting.
I'm sure the folks at home appreciate it.
Sure, this is a great match. This is a pick'em. These are 2 great players. Nobody wants to see anybody get destroyed. We like good, tough, close matches. And this is a great one right here. And hopefully someday, our main goal here, ladies and gentlemen, of course, is someday hopefully to be in the Olympics. Wouldn't that be nice to see like Team America playing Team Russia in the Olympics? That is our wonderful goal behind the scenes. And at 4-4, Mike the Hammer getting ready to break Snooky.
Philippines. I don't think I can explain how great this guy plays. And he does good at the World Straight Cup of Europe.
If anybody would like to get in touch with Upstate Al, AZBTV, you can always email me at upstatealpool@gmail.com. If you want something live streamed out of your location, please feel free to get in touch with me at upstatealpool@gmail.com, or you can PM me on AZ Billiards.
Yes, and please remember, Upstate Al and Devil Dave have the organizational skills of the NASA space program, and we will do a wonderful job and get your stream done top-notch and professional.
Are you trying to say
Under
you
the
can,
supervision of Snooky.
Yes.
Are you trying to say that you could put pool on the moon?
Yes, we could.
Hey, now.
Hey,
What,
now.
yeah, it is an idea. Uh-oh, light bulb just went on.
We got to get one of those rovers.
Yeah, space rovers, live stream from the moon. Okay. That was a young customer who didn't realize we were live stream, so
Well,
excuse us for that.
A slight faux pas, very close to our microphone.
Yes, yes.
So,
Okay.
forgive us if you heard anything. Just
Yes,
now.
yes. That's a young little gentleman.
A little
who,
rascal.
Yeah, a young little rascal doesn't realize we're on the air here. Okay, Snooky, I think he's fine. What do you think?
I think he's good. I don't think he has to do anything crazy. Just play the ball.
Right.
It came out just perfectly, so that he
Yes.
can come around. I don't think he. I mean, he can hold this cue ball, and with inside him coming back down, or come out. See, the danger was him coming out.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
The danger was him coming out to the rail like that because of that reason.
Yes.
So I might, if I did, I might have shot it with some inside to bring
Yes.
it back down, just to avoid any bumps or any flirting with that side pocket. But as you can see, he was still in good shape,
Yes.
and he he has no problems here with the 8.
Absolutely. And joining us in the booth, Snooky, would you please introduce?
Yes, we
I
now
love you,
have-
Snooki.
we have Larry Ross has joined us in place of Upstate Al, and we appreciate his knowledge, insight, and opinions.
And I have many opinions.
Well,
All right,
right,
Snooki,
so-
please update the fans at home.
Right.
Hello, Larry. Good to see you. How are you?
Always good day.
How are you?
Dave.
You enjoying the event, Larry?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I would like to, if people don't know much about Mike Davis, I can tell you he's
Yeah.
from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Go ahead.
Comes from a military family.
Oh, that's nice. Good.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Very, very nice young man.
Okay.
Straight as an arrow. And he stepped out of pool for a while. He went to work, a
Okay.
few different decent jobs, but it's in his blood, and he's back hitting the balls again.
Yes. Yes.
And he's just a genuinely good guy.
Okay.
Quiet. He's like the quiet man,
Right.
you know, like a quiet tree.
Right. Yeah.
a quiet tree.
Okay.
Are there loud trees?
He's a big tree.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, though. He
That's
is.
good.
And of course, you must have filled everybody in on George.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yes, we
Well,
did.
I actually spoke about Mike and his short-lived retirement.
Right. Oh, you did?
Yes,
Okay.
of
Sorry,
course.
Snook.
No, don't worry
Sorry,
about it.
dear.
Like I said, if you had anything to add, I will.
Well, I did. I added in, you know.
Yeah, and that's good. That's fine.
Right.
A little extra opinion is always good.
Absolutely.
There's some great players come out of Fayetteville.
Oh, absolutely.
There were.
Okay, so George really bumped into that ball, but he's still good. The safety net was the fact that the 2 is still down close to the corner pocket.
Right.
So he there's no real trouble here right now. The only thing, of course, is that he's 8 feet away.
Exactly.
But he's doing really good, and
Yeah.
I like how his composure right now. Even though he just wow, what a
Wow.
flirt with that pocket. That was
Yes.
flirty.
Uh-oh. Wow.
He's good.
Boy.
He's good.
Yeah, he
That's the
just,
second time in
Yeah.
2 racks that he flirted with a side pocket there.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, the fact that he did just lose his first match finally prior to this either could hurt him or fuel him. And
Right.
right now it's fueling him.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So he's maintained calm. He's showing that ferocity that I love about him.
Right.
And he's maintaining he's holding his own.
He's making a very, very good statement among a lot of very, very good players.
Absolutely.
Right, absolutely.
We've,
Well
we've
put.
mentioned it a few times, the fact that he may not, on paper, been the favorite, but he's definitely showing that he can compete
Yes.
with the best of these
Yes.
guys. We're talking about.
Well, we
you know,
knew that. Maybe they didn't.
Well, that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
So for those at home or
Yeah,
people who
sure.
are watching across the globe, or
Right.
that they don't know who this is, definitely a strong competitive player who can tango with the best of them.
Absolutely. Well put by Snooki. Well put.
Okay, chose to let loose and go up and down, which is fine because the 10 is off the rail, very close to the pocket, and he makes this
Right. And please, Snooki, update the folks at home, please.
6-4.
6-4 and George breaking.
Yes. And it is a race to Diana?
It is a race to
Snooki?
9. It
Thank
is a
you.
race to 9.
Okay, race
And
to
then
9.
for those
Snooki.
of you at home who are wondering who is Diana, Diana is me.
But no,
Devil,
yeah.
Devil Dave, that is my real name, is Diana. And Devil Dave makes the boo-boo of calling me that.
Yes,
instead of
once in a
Snooki.
while. Yeah, please excuse me, because the whole world knows her as Snooki, and only her dear friends know her as Diana, and that's why I say
Yeah,
that.
well, I
Okay.
just didn't want anyone at home thinking, like, is there a second woman at the
Yes, exactly. That is, right.
So she is me and she is I.
There you
I am
go.
her.
There you go. Well put, Snooki.
You put a full day in here today, Snook, almost. huh?
Yesterday, too.
I know. I put a full day in yesterday.
Yeah.
I wanted to recoup a little. Well, you're younger than me, so
Just by a little.
you can recoup.
Yeah, just by a little.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a nice switch the views. Pretty good.
Yes,
I like
absolutely.
that.
Well, I mean,
Have we given any of our sponsors a boost
Yes,
lately?
I have.
well,
And-
I was
go
going to
ahead.
at the moment,
Yeah.
but he did finish racking, so
Sure.
I will do that momentarily.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, for you at home, we'd like to thank the most important person in this entire stream. Okay, AZ Billiards TV owner Jerry Forsythe. Jerry, thank you so much. It is an honor and a pleasure to have Upstate Al and Devil Dave work for you. We thank you so much. And without Jerry Forsythe, ladies and gentlemen, there is no Upstate Al or Devil Dave. Thank you so much, boss. It's a pleasure working for you.
Don't forget Mike Houghton.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Bob Enslow, seen your chat, which is not on board tonight, but he does an enormous amount of work on the side, tirelessly for the benefit of pool. Thank you so much, boss. Bob Enslow, thank you so much. Okay, Snooky, what do you think?
What do I think? I think that he has a pretty decent open rack.
Okay.
The only I don't think the 7 goes in the bottom right, but it does go in the bottom left.
Okay.
If the 8 is not in the way. Now,
Right,
so that's
right.
the only issue there that I might see in this rack.
Right. Well
So,
put. Well put.
I'm sure he'll in another shot or two. He's gonna really bear down to take a look at that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's glanced over at it. We're players. We know that we have to look at that. So,
Right.
so I think that that's the only issue in this rack. Again, George playing very well right now and calm and collected.
Yeah.
But ferocious at the same time.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Snooky.
So the fact that he played it that way does mean that it does go in the bottom right.
Yes.
As I said sometimes earlier and yesterday, we lose a certain close view
Right.
unless we really
Well,
look
if
at the
it-
physical table.
Right. If you notice, though, he played the outside of that pocket with that
Right.
ball.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
it went, it was a pocket. I'm sorry, it was a ball space that he had for that pocket. So
Yeah.
he did play the outside corner of that pocket.
And with the sinking of this ball, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Snooky is going to update you folks at home. Thank you, Snooky.
All right. 7-4. And obviously Mike just waiting in the wings. Waiting for his opportunity. Let us take a time to thank AZB TV, as we did just now, Predator Pro Am Tour, who is now a new sponsor, New York City Grind, who's always on location, always filming and bringing you updates. We have azbilliards.com. We have Ivan Simonis, the Aramith Balls provided, Kings of Vapor, Tap League, and Gotham City Technologies, Ron Mason. If you ever have some work to be done, you can go and have a chat with him and get your work done. He works very well.
Yes, thank you so much, Diana. Snooky, oh boy. You know what, before the night's over, I'm going to impound that into my head. Thank you so much, Snooky, for letting the people at home know our wonderful sponsors.
Okay.
George made the
a
two
nice,
ball.
a nice, powerful break. Again, I can tell he's holding back a little. It's been working best for him. He doesn't want to kaboom this break and risk a scratch. He doesn't want to give Mike Davis that opportunity back at the table to gain control and get momentum, because he's very capable of coming back into this match too.
I like a safety here instead of
I
playing
like a
this
safety.
ball.
I like a
Yeah.
safety too.
Yeah.
He brings it back down towards the 10,
Right.
and cue ball behind the No, look at that. He decided to play it the other way.
Wow, yeah.
I'm very
I would have went the
surprised.
other way.
I
like
would have
you,
went.
yeah.
I would have went the other way as
Leaving
well.
the cue ball down there and
Because
the
if he
one.
saved him, he might have wired up the. He might have dressed up the 110.
Right, exactly.
Would have been.
But here now, I think that Mike is going to take a break at the
He-
All right,
moment.
so ladies and gentlemen, Devil Dave's going to step out 1 second and leave you with Snooki, please. So I'll be right back. Thank you so much.
Okay.
We're all going to break for a minute or two.
Okay, you guys break. I'll have to stay.
Unless you want to stay on board, Snooki, go ahead.
No, I'm
I'm
good.
going to go have it. Take a break.
You're. Okay, I'll stick with you guys. Again, let's just give you a little shot. A little pictures of some of the players that are already here, and some players who are going to be participating in the World Straight Pool event starting tomorrow. Currently, they're doing the auction, the player auction. They just had the player meeting. And so they're still doing the player auction currently. And I'll show you some other pictures. There wasn't time to put up all the pictures of all the players participating, but at least you guys get an idea of who will be here fighting and battling it out for the championships. In the meantime, we'll go back to showing you a little more. And you're joining me at the Steinway Billiards Cafe and the 3rd annual 10-Ball Classic. And we have New York City Grind, always on location. FA Clothing Line, doing very well. Beautiful logos on their shirts. They come around to and do specific shirts for these kinds of events. Again, I mentioned before Gotham City Technologies and Ron Mason at GothamCityTechnologies.com. If you have any work that needs to be done, any technical work on your computers, PCs, and such, you can reach out to him. And Lucchese Hybrid, my sponsor, as well as many other wonderful players. And I have a shot at the table again at the moment. Still waiting. In the background, if you can hear on the mic, that's Charlie Williams. I think, well, Mike Davis was the one who took the break at the moment, but George Rodriguez is taking the opportunity to take himself a little break himself. I guess that's what they agreed on, that they would both take the break. So let's see if I can show you some other stuff.
250 for Mika Evans, 275 for Mika
Look at the
Evans. 300-ball runner.
people in the background.
Multiple times.
A lot of people watching. And see, we have chairs and tables. We got Jerry T having a bite to eat right there in the green, taking a quick break from all the hard work that he does. People sitting in the background. Beautiful bar that we have here. So let's see if I can swing this around so you guys can see over at the player auction as well. Well, we got George back at the table. And Mike's not back yet, so I will take that opportunity to swing, pan this up over there, and show you where the other players are and where the auction is going on. You see Charlie Williams back there with the mic on.
Every time Cindy buys them, he wins.
All right. And I wish I could swing this behind me as well. There's so many people here watching. That particular angle doesn't do it justice. putts.
All right, another great young player, up and coming. He's in contention from the Astoria Cup. His first time here, debut.
Okay, obviously we have that beautiful banner on the table, the Iris Simonis cloth. They're one of the sponsors, and Aramith balls.
Right here, 50 for Justin Bergman.
So Mike Davis is back from his break. He's taking a peek at what was left.
Well, guess what, folks? We have a guest commentator. Why don't you introduce yourself, young lady?
Hi, how are you, Al?
I'm very good. So
I'm
let
Sandra
everybody-
Stevens
That's right,
from New
Sandy.
Jersey, or Sandy from New Jersey,
Most of you are probably friends on Facebook.
some of us.
And the first time we're having her inside the AZB TV booth,
Yes, you
and it's
are.
a pleasure.
I'm here next to my woman Snooky over here.
And I'm between the two of them. I'm like a rose between the thorns.
Watch it, watch
I
it.
know you're a little naughty, and we have Devil
I'm
Dave,
a little naughty.
who's a little naughty.
I get
We're in
worse.
trouble
I get abuse at home like that, you know.
with good reason.
We're going to let Devil Dave get a headset back on and stay right where you are. Devil, you're going to be number one here. I'm going to mute myself and pass it over.
Why does he get to be number one?
Pretty darn good. So let's go with one of his qualifiers, Andre Latner.
All right, so Mike has been left with a shot on the one. I believe he sees enough to make this into the corner pocket.
Latner. Whereabouts he's got for 50. He's 75.
No, I guess he didn't.
All right, he decided to play it safe, which is nothing wrong with that. He wound up good, Snooky.
George, I think George might have this ball,
Yeah, it
actually.
looks like it.
He might have this ball, and if he doesn't, he can play it off the rail, because even though he might swing around 2-3 rails, he'll still have a shot. But I believe he has the shot straight on.
Yes.
So. And he has a beautiful angle to come back in towards the middle of the table for that 4 ball in that same corner that he just shot the 1.
Well said, Snooky. Oh, he's in great shape now.
Now he got kind of straight, so I mean he can roll it up or punch it and come across a little. Like that. Wow.
Wow.
See what I mean? He
Yeah.
was trying to make it go back
Yes.
over there.
Yes.
And the reason why he missed that 4 was because he had to force it a little.
Yes. And
That little punch to draw it to bring it and give him an angle on the 5. So, I mean, he's
that was
clearly that was
crucial
not
miss.
Yeah, that was a crucial miss.
Jonathan Smith. He won the Amsterdam qualifier, New York City, undefeated once again. He's won
And Mike obviously says, thank you very much. I will take the turn back at the table.
Absolutely.
going to rename the qualifier to Jonathan Smith qualifier from straight pool.
There's a lot going on in here, though. It's very loud.
Well, yeah, we have a bomb mic that's over there. We've turned it down because it's very close to that auction going on.
Right.
The
So
players,
the folks at home, if they hear it, it's through us pretty much.
But for them, they hear
for
it a
them-
lot, so that's a lot of.
Well, yeah, when you're trying to play and there's a lot going on, so I think they're probably going to try to coordinate that just a little bit better for next year. But the show must go on.
absolutely.
That's $125 then. He always does it for $25.
And Snooky, I'm sure you introduced Sandy on the left, did you?
She introduced herself.
Okay.
I was
Great,
forced.
great player out of Lodi pool room for many, many years. Sandy, a great 9-ball and 1-pocket player. It is a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us, Sandy.
Thank you, Dave. We go way back, right?
Yes, we do.
real long time.
Wow, yes.
Even at garage sales.
Yes.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah. We used to do that for a living for a while.
Yes, yes. Okay, with the sinking of these last 2 balls, Snooky, please update the fans at home.
And sold. Whoever yelled back there, come on up. You have Jonathan Smith for 50.
Okay, Snooky will update you after he sinks this 10-ball. And before they started to play, this is what we call a pick-em match. Two great players, great players, and very closely matched in talent and skill. And it was a pick-em before they started. Whoever makes the crucial tiny mistakes is going to usually take advantage and win the match. Oh, again, let me take a moment to say a thank you so much for the most important people on this stream, owner of azbbilliards.tv, Jerry Forsythe, our boss. Thank you so much, Jerry, for allowing Upstate Al and Double Dave to work for you, sir. It is a pleasure and an honor, and thank you so very much for having us. Jerry Forsythe, owner, azbbilliards.tv. Thank you, Jerry. Take it away, Snooki, with this break.
Nice, powerful break, and it's gonna. Wow, I thought it would kiss in, but it didn't.
Okay, bring me up to date. Bring me up to date. It's 7-5. Who's winning here?
It is George Rodriguez in the lead with 7-5.
Wow. Okay, Georgie, the local favorite, coming along very nicely in this tournament. 64 strong players, and George Rodriguez right there with them. We got to love it here. And I know Isabella and Kevin are definitely going to love it if George can snap this right off.
Oh, boy, would they ever.
Well, both
Sure.
Gotham Billiards and Steinway has been a big part of George's life and his career. So, yes, that would be great to see him overcome all of this now that he's taken a loss last match. But doing very well against Mike Davis right now.
Well, let me ask you a question. I seen some kind of post on social networking, whether it's on AZ Billiards or Facebook or Twitter. You know, we're all over the place with AZBTV. George Rodriguez is going to be in some kind of challenge matches with players.
Yes.
Any awareness of that?
Yes, I do know that he is apparently supposed to play Staliv. I believe he's going to play at Gotham.
On the
actually.
10th, right?
On the 9th or 10th, maybe? I'm not
The
sure.
10th. I think it's after the 14.1 Worlds that's going to be held here at Steinway.
Right.
And
then there's another match, I believe, that he's
Right.
going to do, but I'm not 100% sure who that's going to be with.
Right. I know there was 2 challenge matches.
Right.
So
I do remember seeing that, but I can't remember who the other match is going to be. So they are going to set up that, and that'll be great to go out to that room, even just to go visit the room.
I really would love to get down there and stream it, but, you know, depending on the time,
Of course.
if they're going to have it in the evening or not, I would love to get over there and stream that for free for everybody to watch.
Yes, and for those of you, Staliv is a great Russian champion, one of the top players out of the Soviet Union, Russia. Staliv, one of the great Russian champions. We all look forward to watching that match against George Rodriguez at Gotham Billiards, the premier billiard hall in all of the New York tri-state area.
I actually never been there. I heard it's very nice over there.
They
just redid it, right?
They did redo it. They invested some money into making it what it is now. It's all diamond tables. The equipment they keep is very nice. It's another room that I like. I really do enjoy going to and playing tournaments at. You know, I obviously enjoy coming to Steinway Billiards, and this is my home room. And they obviously keep the equipment here, and just the equipment, the people, everything is nice here. But out there, it's very nice. They do keep their equipment, and their staff, their owners are very good hosts. Isabel and Kevin Buckley.
And please tell the people, Snooki, how great the homemade food is. Isabella, the cook.
Yes, the food. She's got homemade cooking over there, and it's very good.
Well, I'm going to have to take a trip over there and visit. I've never been down there.
All diamond tables.
I would love to. I love diamond tables.
I do too. They're good.
Right now.
Greg Sullivan.
All he does is run hundreds like 4 times a day.
Yes, Greg Sullivan, he stepped down actually. And,
Is he really? Did he
he's
really?
the second man now, yeah.
Wow.
You know what? Mike Davis just got himself into a little bit of a bind here. From my angle, I can't tell. I guess he's going to play the 8 ball.
Yeah,
into
it's
the
very-
side
Yeah,
pocket.
he's got to play the 8.
Very close.
He's got to play the 8. The only thing is bringing the cue ball back into position for that side pocket. And if he does leave an angle, it's great because he can get back up onto the 6, which he did. He left himself a little angle, a little smaller than he may have wanted, but he's still in good shape. Just swing around that 7 ball as so, and get right on the 6 with no problem. Now he's got kind of straight on the 6. He's got kind of straight on the 6.
And folks, if you're out there, we just want to give a big thank you to everybody that's viewing the 3rd annual Steinway Classic. I'm Upstate Al, was sitting in the booth alongside Sandra Stevens, Diana Rojas, also known as the original Snooki of New York City, and the infamous Devil Dave Ascalese. There's 4 of us right now in here. We'd like everybody to come by if you're in the listening area and you want to watch the tournament live. Come by and say hello.
It's a beautiful thing here. I love seeing all these people. It really makes me happy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But he won the qualifier spots, one of them, in the Jersey Castle Billiards. Jeff Crawford from Georgia.
Okay.
And with the sinking of these 2 balls, Snooki, please update the people at home and get us on the on par here.
50 for Jeff Crawford. 25. 25 for Jeff Crawford. Jeff, you want yourself? Or you yourself 25? Okay. Smart. $25, take a shot at.
Okay, so with that win on that game, bringing him so 1 game close of a tie. He's closing the gap here.
And sold to yourself. Yeah, $25. Good job.
So the winner of this match is playing Dennis Hatch, I believe.
Yes, absolutely correct.
Is that going to be? That's going to be tonight. We're finishing this whole thing
Yes,
tonight, right?
absolutely.
Right, this tournament will be done by tonight.
And we are getting ready, Snooki, for the famous 14-1 after this, starting tomorrow. If you want to update the fans on that in case they happen to be just tuned in, please, Snooki.
Yes, tomorrow starts the World Straight Pool Championships. They currently had a player meeting, and now they're doing an auction of players. If that's whatever the noise you hear in the background, that's Charlie Williams doing.
Allison Fisher of NYC Grind.
That's it. The ladies have taken over.
Yes, they have. The ladies have taken over. Allison Fisher, a great 9-ball player, is going to step in. Thank you so much, Allison, for giving us a hand. Devil Dave's going to step out for a few minutes and let the ladies, there's 3 ladies here.
Triple threat here.
Triple threat that can beat a full house. These 3 ladiades. See you in a few minutes, Devil Dave.
Lots of variety in this group.
Okay, 25 going once.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Allison. How
Hello.
are you?
Well, it's been a busy weekend for us here. Been doing live score updates on NYC Grind.
We see you up late at night.
Yeah, it's a regular occurrence. So.
But we're very thankful because I really like reading your updates and seeing your photography.
Thank you very much, Sandra. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
I enjoy
But
being
this is like
here.
prom. I look at this as like a prom. Everybody comes over, everybody sees each other, and socially it's fun.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, next player up.
Hit that pretty thin and just hit the outside corner of that pocket. And leaving George back at the table. These are the little mistakes that he's done that's gotten George where he is. Of course, with putting in his own work, of course. He still has the lead over Mike Davis, but Mike has closed the gap a little bit and come within 1 game of a tie. So this is a race to 9. And, well, George is looking to put an end to this.
He had a tough battle the last match.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of work, a lot of effort there.
500 off the bat. Thorsten Holman, the absolute.
Well, we should be looking at George on the hill here very shortly.
Well, I believe that Upstate Al likes the fact that he's going to have 3 women to himself right now and decided to join
Look at what
us.
just
I'm just
happened
Charlie.
here.
Yeah.
That's all I am. From Charlie's Angels.
What a nightmare! What a
Oh,
nightmare
so should
for
we
George.
Should we pose?
Yes.
Yeah. You did that, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh, we did. Yeah, outside of Steinway with 2 of my
I
friends.
think the ladies should band together. That's
Rack
my
stars.
theory. scary.
Wasn't it?
I need 700 for
This
Oh, no,
is
that
a
was just
terrible
another
thing that's
photo.
happened here to
I'm-
George. He
I'm one of
saved
Alice's
himself. He hit the
stalkers.
9.
George must be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's the creepy little rolls that happen. Creepy. You remember that, huh?
You know, a chance to get on the hill, and now you're looking at your opponent
Tie,
tying
yeah.
it up. It's brutal. It's big.
Yeah, this is a pretty big game right now for both of these guys.
the best player in the tournament.
Well, he hit that perfectly, but
Mike's going to have an out.
Mike's going to have an out.
He's gonna have a.
Wait a minute. Yeah, he's okay.
He's still okay. I mean, I can see Mike shooting this into the
Yeah,
corner.
Mike will have no issue with this.
Because he's tall and he can stretch right over the table.
Well, he can shoot the next table over. He's so tall.
I'm not too familiar with Mike. Where's he from exactly?
He's
Is it-
from
Florida. I believe he
well,
plays out of.
He's
name
from
of
the
pool room?
Carolinas now.
What's the name of the pool room down there that he played out of?
You guys sure you want a pair of glasses that
I know he was formerly based in Florida, but I know he's in South Carolina.
Fayetteville.
600 going once.
Yeah.
625.
What's the big pool room that was down there? He used to be sponsored by. I can't remember to save my career.
625.
It must have been Capone. Capone.
Not Capone.
There's definitely a lot of
was,
pressure here for them.
I can't remember,
He's a
but he's
little
in
nervous
South
here.
Carolina now.
He is in South Carolina.
Thorsten Homan, 600.
Thank you, Sandra, for that info.
Not a full-time pool player anymore.
Right. Still selling the timesharing, right? Condominium real estate or something?
Real estate.
And he's playing in the 14-1 too, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, this couldn't get any more exciting. It could because it could go hill-hill.
50-yard line, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's makeable, but still, who wants to shoot the 50-yard
this
line?
is
Absolutely.
this is a little funny. He'll have to drift over to
and
the
the,
side rail and come down.
And these pockets are a little tighter than the others. This is a 4.5. The other tables on the tournament, it's 4 3/4. So you got to make this ball.
Under this
Really
pressure, they're
make it.
3 inches. They shrink a lot.
I don't feel a thing.
It's great from here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I run out. I
That's right. Can't go
jump,
wrong.
pocket every ball. I safe on the dime. Beautiful.
Charles Eames has got David Deha for 100. Need 125 for David Deha. Great player.
Ooh.
Okay, 100 going
Still
once.
not
Hey,
out of
still not out of the
danger.
woods.
Twice. Need
Still not out of the
125.
woods. Even though he bumped that 9.
I'll tell you what, if George Rodriguez's neck can get any longer, he's sweating look at him.
Yeah, he's well. You
Well,
see
he's a
him,
little
he's
mad.
getting out the way really to respect the player.
Well,
but,
no, the
but
shot prior.
the shot prior to that, yes.
He finished in the top 4 at the New Jersey qualifier. Ed Kuhane. You got 25 for Ed Kuhane?
There it is.
That'll get
That's
you
a
the
good
W.
shot.
So instead of going up to the
Right.
hill, now
I
we're
said
gonna
this
be
game
looking
was
at a
huge. If he
7-7.
makes this ball, it's tied up at 7-7, and it's anybody's game still.
All right. Once, twice, and 2 with you.
All right, so 7-7. There you have it, folks.
Okay.
Okay,
It's a
Allison
race to
Fisher
2
is
right
gonna,
now.
Allison Fisher's going to step out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the score updated. I think I'm a game behind here, guys. So
All right.
We
I'm
had to
gonna
drag
step
her
on
out to
out.
give her a break. All right,
Well,
Allie,
Snooki,
thank
may
you.
the best
Thank you,
man win.
guys.
Is that what's going to happen? I'm kind of voting for the home court here, you know.
He won 196.
This is where nobody wants to be.
Well, it's a race to 2 now. It's no longer a race to 9. It's
Right.
a race to 2. And, George is as powerful and strong as he's represented himself in this match. He's watching his opponent creep behind him and now tied up.
Well, I think at this point you just have to relax and be focused.
Yeah. I mean, what more can you do at this point? I mean, George has to, wait for his opportunity. Mike at the break at the moment, and
Well, he has to
we'll
let that
see.
7-ball shot go, you know? Like, that's the big thing. Just
Right.
Mike Davis set the break in game 15. We're tied at 7 apiece. Six ball right into the side pocket.
9 ball on the other side.
no shot on the one.
This is a strong. This is
Boy, I like that. That was pretty good between the three of us. Right down the line. That
It
put,
was perfect harmony.
yeah, it's like a well-oiled machine right
That's
there.
it.
qualifier there every year for the past 3 years.
All right, so Mike doesn't have a pocketable shot on the one, but I believe he might have a slither of that one.
Let me tell you how brutal I am. You know what? If Mike doesn't hit this or pushes me into a place where I can make this one ball, I'm playing position for the 2-10 combination to get up on the hill, and I'm not taking no chances. I'm hungry at this point.
I think they're all hungry.
But these guys are shootout artists, so we'll see what happens.
They got very far in this tournament. They played some really tough competition.
Absolutely.
I mean, Mike DeShane, he beat Mike DeShane. That was a tough match there.
Actually, he told me that he's undefeated against Jorge.
Because I tried to buy Mike DeShane in the Calcutta this morning. I said, is it too late?
Yeah, it was too late.
A little too late.
You mean the auction?
Yeah, I said to him, is it too late to buy you? Joking with him. Too late to buy you in the Calcutta this morning.
I'm sorry, Mike's getting this shot back if I'm George.
Oh, we call it auction?
Yeah, it's player auction. It's pay-per-view.
It's player auction. You know what we mean.
No, we're on pay-per-view. We're not on Ustream. But, yeah, players auction.
Sorry, I missed your name before, but good young player from Chicago. Michael.
So Mike Davis pushes out, but gets himself into a position where he's faced with a jump shot. And guess what? I think he's going to hit it. And watch the deflection of the 7. Is that the 7 in front of it?
4.
4 ball.
That's a 4 ball.
Watch the deflection of the 4 ball and what direction it's going to go into.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's wired into the side pocket or not.
It looks a little off.
Well, he might be able. He's going to plant that cue ball. See?
Wow, it did go.
It went.
Amazing.
I get lucky every once in a while from here.
Just here?
I think I was wrong once.
And she's not around to negate that, is it?
Oh, goodness gracious. We are not even going there.
Twice to the field. Okay, let's go into the field.
This is the shot right here.
All right.
This is going to determine this match.
Let's go another great player here.
This shot has to speak volumes. So.
Stefan Cohen, 439 ball runner. Can I get 200 for Stefan?
He shot it so nicely. Wow.
200 is one of the top 4 favorites. All right, so I go 100 then. 100 for, I heard 100 for Cindy. I got 150 for Stefan Cohen. 150 for Stu McCann. That's cheap still. The 175. Stefan Cohen, 439 ball runner. He ran 200 here in practice. Definitely one of the favorites to win the tournament. He's done that already. 175 Cohen.
All right, he's in good shape. You know, there's really no major problems here. Just getting onto that 7. How he gets on that 7, because I don't know. He might have 3/4 of a pocket for that. Well, he might have the whole pocket, actually, from what I can tell. He's got the whole. He might have the whole pocket there. That 10 is no obstruction, really.
250 for Stefan Cohen. All right, 225 going once. He's one of the few guys who can upset Holman. 250. That's the little messages. That's the little 250. I need 275 for Stefan Cohen. Okay, got 275. 300 even for Stefan Cohen for France. Loves straight pool. His favorite game. Oh yeah, aren't you from France too? That's why you won it. You gotta go
Hey,
for 200
look at
even.
that.
Even the France. Come on.
That's us.
All right, 275 going once.
The original Snooki.
7 goes clean.
7 does go clean.
275. This is the other shirt.
Well,
No.
if he runs these 2 balls out, this is exactly where George does not want to be. You know, Mike is, he fought back.
Goes back to the game prior to this. You know, where it was a chance for George to get on the hill. And now it turns around, and now Mike's going up there.
Anything can happen, though.
Absolutely.
Well, I can tell you that he's not going to miss this 10 ball.
But you certainly don't want to be there.
Okay, that puts Mike Davis now in the lead and, might I add, on the hill.
And a chance to eliminate George Rodriguez out of the third annual Steinway Classic and positioning himself at the spot he's at. If he does lose, he's got nothing to be ashamed of. He really shot a good game.
Absolutely.
Just a couple of mistakes that happened.
He really did, especially with the last match. I mean, he was behind. He came back. I mean, he worked really hard. They both did.
Any one of the players really in the position that they're in to come this far, can go out proudly.
I mean, look who came out really early. Lots of players,
Yeah.
great players came out very early.
This happened quite a bit between yesterday and today, where someone comes out strong out of the gate, and then then they start to close the gap. You know what I mean? But I don't count George out still.
No.
We'll have to see what happens with this break and what kind of layout we have, and definitely how Mike approaches the rack. Should he pocket the ball? Other than that, I still don't count George out.
It's only 2 games.
All right, nice break. Came up right down the middle. He did make a ball on the break. He doesn't have a great shot on the 1, but he has a bank into the 6. He chooses to play that offensive.
Dr. Jim Heller. Jim Heller from New York as well.
That's scary, though, when you're playing a bank combination, because you really don't know where that ball is going to go, where the 1 is going to wind up after it makes the 6.
You don't, and because there are balls in the way of that other pot. I mean, it's going to.
There's a lot of safety issues that might happen with that.
Exactly. So that's the only thing. So does he want to play the safe as he did now? I like that choice better as a player. I can appreciate that he chose that instead.
Sure, at this point he's on the hill and he doesn't have to do anything crazy if he saves him. But he's going to jump this.
Yeah, definitely. He's George's pretty good at jumping balls, so I know he's confident.
I like the cue ball getting behind the 9 here in that area and just the 1 ball deflecting off the 10 and going back up. Oh, never mind.
Wow.
A miscue at the wrong time.
Wow. All he could do is giggle about it. I mean, what can you do? I mean, it's unbelievable, and I know he's inside. It's like upsetting, but he can laugh and he's got his hand in his face. And
if that 3 ball goes past the 10, which Mike Davis is taking a look at, the party's over. Mike is circling the table like a shark hunting down its prey because the 9 is apparently blocking the corner pocket, the bottom right-hand side. He might think about the combination. He's a straight-proof player. It's really not that hard of a shot. So that the 3 ball is key. Wow, I wonder if he's going to try to eliminate this. No, he's not going to take that shot. I think he's just eyeballing this up. He might want to take that 9 out of the equation right now to open up that corner pocket.
Yeah, that might be. I mean, he might be thinking that, but wow, I mean.
I don't know if
I
that's
still can't get over that unfortunate miscue that George, he's waiting to get back to the table, and we're all waiting for him to see what he can do if he can get back on or get on the hill. I mean, of course, I love watching a hill match, so I want to see that, but
Mike Davis is going to play this 9 ball into the corner pocket. That's the shot he's going to play. He's got to control the cue and the 1 ball in here in this shot.
I'm very confused as why he's doing this.
Because he's got the corner. I'm sorry to.
I understand that things are blocked, but
the fact is that he can make the 2 into that corner. You understand? He can make it into the See, that was the danger.
That's exactly why I figured. Why are you taking that kind of chance?
Well, that 3 does not go to the bottom right corner. It doesn't go past the 10. He could play a combo, but why? I mean, it's up to him how comfortable he is.
George really has a chance here because. We hope.
Yes, he absolutely does.
Well, the way he sprung out of his seat like a moth flying into a campfire.
Well, he jumped in there like Winnie the Pooh in the honey pot.
He really flew out of his seat.
So, you know, he's obviously given an opportunity to get back in the game. I mean, get back into this match, get on the hill, and possibly win too.
Do me a favor and throw one of those bags of popcorn in the microwave because this party's going to get started. This is going to go
You
hill,
got me in the
hill.
mood for popcorn. This is the third time I heard you say popcorn.
Well, when it gets to a hill, I get nervous. All I want to do is eat popcorn. I have no more fingernails left.
You really don't, right?
No, you can't see them. They're in my pocket.
Well, I've been around you. I know.
I'm
It's
not
not
playing
like
pool.
nails are done. And
Oh, I
you
used to
got them.
when I had that place that I used to have. You know. I used to have the Koreans doing my nails. They rented it from me.
Okay, I must say I'm disappointed we haven't done the sushi. Okay, we have not done the sushi thing, and boo to you.
Well,
The sushi
tell
thing.
me when I
Yeah.
have time to run.
We went to have sushi once while we were here in Queens, and
You haven't recreated this event?
no, it was magical.
You know, you can't recreate things. You have to make a new experience.
Well, I want to make a new one. At
Yeah,
a
I
different-
agree.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can never get the same feeling, you know?
The magic is gone. Is that what you're
I'm not
saying?
touching
Once
this.
it happens, it happens. It's over.
I'm not touching this guy.
We have magic for 20 years. What are you talking about, woman?
The woman.
Woman.
That's the female hormone in me.
That's okay. She
calls
can
me a
call me a
woman.
woman. A man that says
Not
woman.
you. I meant her.
Oh,
Let me call you a woman. You're
All
all
right.
You're
man,
nothing of a
baby.
man.
all
Yeah.
You're
serious.
all man.
Guys,
He is, though.
listen. The stocks are going down. We got to start talking about this match.
Well, what's
I
pretty
make an
obvious
ugly
was-
woman.
Okay, now let's get out of this.
Okay.
All right.
Well, hopefully he makes the 8 nice and gets good position for the 10, and it's hill.
Yeah.
And then he has the break.
Yeah, and the break's big right here. You know, many a
Easy.
times we've seen it was a hill match, and the player that's breaking picks up the speed a little bit and jumps the table.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
you
he
got
needs
to
to take his
control it.
time.
You got to control that cue ball on his next break.
We're going to be hearing a roar right now should he make this 10 ball, put him on the hill. Definitely. Yeah, you hear that?
As the crowd
And-
erupts around the arena.
Well, this is big. The break is big here.
Well, George is out of this room, and so we have a lot of regulars that are here sweating the matches. And, of course, not that they don't know who Mike is, but we certainly know who George is over here. And so
Mike is just sick because the 1-9 really wasn't the hard combination. It was definitely a 9 ball to take out of the equation because the 3 didn't have a corner, and he wanted to go for the run out. And, you know, it wasn't the hardest, but he hung it up, and George wound up taking advantage of it and punishing Mike, which that's what you're supposed to do in a game of pool. And here we go. Guess what? We're in game 17. George Rodriguez set the break.
double cheeseburger.
Controlled the break. 6 ball.
Oh,
4
and,
ball.
and a
four
good-
ball. And a great shot on
And the
the
1 ball is all dressed up. Let's go out, baby.
yeah. The 2 ball, though, that's the only problem here. I don't know how much
I mean,
angle he has.
he's a little straight on it, but he's glad that he didn't scratch, he didn't give Mike ball in hand, and he did make a ball on the break. Okay, well, what else?
I think the only issue here is the 5 ball. The 5 ball's a little funny here. I don't know if it passes through any pockets. He might have to go through that side
I
pocket.
might go to the side pocket, actually. It looks like he's got a side pocket.
All right, let's see what he's got.
All right. The #1 player in the United States, Shane Van Boden. You got $10 for Shane Van Boden.
He must not have too much angle at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, you know, that you've seen George play. George plays, and is pretty aggressive and plays quick. Uh-oh.
That was exactly what he didn't want.
Uh-oh. Did he leave a slither at least? We don't know. He might have a slither, and if he has a slither, you can back cut this into the corner too.
Shane played his first straight pro tournament last year, ran 100 in a round robin, I think the second match. The only guy who beat him was John Schmidt last year.
They could hear you.
Can he see it? Can he see this ball?
I don't know. I think that's what I said. If he sees a slither of it, then he might be able to back cut this.
He can definitely see part of the ball.
Right.
But
Well,
he's
he
gotta
can definitely bank it to play it safe and come down with the cue ball.
yeah,
Right.
you play it safe to the lower cushion, and you bring the cue ball up. The problem is you're going to run into probably the 5 ball, so you got to watch the cue like that.
No, I said he'd back cut it. If I knew if he can see enough of it, he was gonna back cut that.
And he solved the
And
5 problem.
But now he's gotten
On a Banks
on a
Open
Banks.
on
I don't
Sunday.
know. Well,
It's a nice bank, though. It's not a funny angle, and if he makes it, I think he's going to have position.
yeah, it's pretty close to a natural bank. He's got to put a little work into it. But even if he does, it's gonna bring him naturally around to the 5 anyway. But pretty much anywhere he stops, he has a shot on that 5. Should he pocket that bank?
This is the
Looks like
shot right here.
This is the deciding shot right now.
He's won a qualifier a few times. This is his third or fourth year.
I hope that's me. Is that me? No, right?
And he made it.
Great shot.
Mute who I am.
Fantastic.
25 for Bob Legend. Pretty strong player.
Okay, he made a great shot on the 3. I told you that should he make that bank, wherever he lands, he's going to have a shot on that 5. And he's got a beautifully executed angle for that 6, for the 7, I'm sorry.
He even made it better
And
for
now,
himself.
well,
Wait a minute, he's got
this-
some cut. Oh, it's a
he's
good
got
cut.
he's got a cut. He bumped into that 9, and the 9 went in and slowed the cue ball down for him, or else he would have been up there on the right with the right shot on the 7.
But he's got to do a little finagling here.
He does, but
He's going to go 3 rails.
like I said, he bumped into that 9, and that's why it slowed it down.
Yeah, you don't really want to touch the balls. I mean,
He made a beautiful cut.
Hit that with inside stuff to hold the cue ball in that direction, and it looks like George Rodriguez.
well, let's not say anything.
The next matchup, Warren Campco and Sean Wilkie for the hot seat. We're going to have Tony Robles step in with a couple of co-commentators for that match, and we're going to step out. And it looks like George is going to get out here.
There's nothing like the hometown guy getting it. That's it.
I'm trying to tell you.
There's nothing like that.
George doesn't shake. Believe me, splitting the drawers of the pocket here. There you go.
Wow.
That was
George
fantastic. That must be
Rodriguez.
the greatest feeling right now.
What a match that was.
Folks, you know what? Diana Snooky Rojas and Sandra Stevens sitting inside. We'd love you guys on board with the 3rd annual Steinway Classic 2014.
Thank you,
We
Al, so
thank you for
much. I
sitting in.
really appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Thank you
And
for
thank
having
you,
us.
Snooki. I appreciate it. All right.
We're going
Good
to get
luck,
right back
everybody.
to you with another match. Please stand by.